Welcome to NextGen Timber, where modern forestry, raw machine power, steep terrain, heavy logs, risky cuts, and real-world operator decisions collide in the woods. One wrong cut, one weak bridge, one missed signal, or one bad read on the ground can turn an ordinary job into a costly disaster. This is where pushing power, traction, and center of gravity all reach the limit. One wrong move, and that dozer could slide straight into a scrap metal ballet. Somewhere in Perugia, an excavator just got reminded that nature does not care how heavy your machine is. This truck driver needs total focus to handle those sharp bends. But from the way the truck starts sliding backward on the slope, it looks like the brakes may not be doing their job. That turns a difficult climb into a very dangerous situation fast. A sunken vehicle is already a serious challenge. Add heavy equipment into the recovery, and everything becomes more complicated. But with the right tools, the right crew, and enough patience, even a bad situation can be turned around. Sometimes one split-second decision is all it takes. Choosing not to overtake at the wrong moment can save a life. On the road, timing is not just important, it is everything. If that happened near pedestrians or other cars, someone's insurance policy would be getting tested hard. A machine losing control like that leaves no room for casual mistakes. The load made the vehicle unstable, and once it tipped, the situation changed completely. Only after part of the cargo was removed could recovery even be discussed. But the real question is why that man rushed across the truck like that. That is not confidence. That is gambling with your own life. This driver guided a 183-foot-long, 226,000-pound beam through a tight corner like a seasoned professional. With that much weight and length behind you, every inch matters. One truck, one wrong movement, and months of construction can collapse in seconds. Delivering a massive Cinnabogan 895E material handler is not just another haul. It takes exact planning, strong equipment, and experienced drivers to move an oversized load like that smoothly and safely. "7 hours, one house, and one brutal hill." This crew fought a slippery climb on Faraday Street like professionals. Steel nerves, precise control, and serious horsepower turned a risky house move into a clean operation. Trying to pull a truck uphill is painful to watch when you care about machines. Only truck lovers understand that feeling. Then the cable snaps, and every bit of hope disappears. You can almost feel the sadness in the driver's face. Moving a 160-foot crane beam weighing 129,000 pounds is not just transportation. It is precision logistics. With stabilized axles and police escort, this superload cleared tight city corners with control and patience. During a demonstration at Stein Expo 2012 inches Germany, the machine tipped while reversing onto a ramp. Anyone who has operated this kind of equipment knows how quickly balance can disappear. Most drivers have probably scared themselves at least once. Moving a full house requires careful planning from start to finish. The structure has to stay intact, the route has to be controlled, and every movement must be slow and deliberate. In Perm Cry, an old crane had reached the end of its service life, so the crew decided to dismantle it the rough way. They cut the rail on one side, dug a pit, and used an excavator to push the crane into it. What stands out is how that small excavator managed to move such a massive structure at all. When cargo is oversized, heavy, and full of delicate internal components, normal transport is not enough. It needs a custom trailer, stabilization systems, and a professional crew to avoid damage across the entire journey. Transporting an oversized load like this is no joke. With a Mercedes 8X4 and a specially designed trailer built to spread the weight, this vehicle moved more than 330 tons, carrying a 1,000 cubic meter butagas tank. That equals around 38,500 gas cylinders, so pulling it off required serious planning. The DE-210 is raw Soviet engineering at work. Powered by a ZIL-131 chassis, this snow-clearing machine is not elegant, but it was built for the worst Siberian conditions. No fancy tricks, just brute mechanical force. The mobile crane was carefully secured for transport, with route planning and logistics handled to avoid delays. For a company like TransAuto D, this is standard procedure, but that does not make the job simple. In Perth, Western Australia, 3 brand new Cat D10 dozers were loaded and transported toward the iron ore mines of the Pilbara. Each dozer crawled onto the trailer slowly and steadily, like a giant steel snail climbing a steep leaf. Leading the convoy was a Mac built for serious work. The demolition was clean and efficient, showing exactly why modern dismantling methods matter. No wild chaos, just controlled precision. Crossing Cahill's Crossing is not something drivers should take lightly. Saltwater crocodiles roam the area, blending into the river and waiting near the crossing. A simple tire problem in the wrong place could turn into a dangerous encounter with one of nature's toughest predators. Still, many drivers use the route as a shortcut. In Austria, Spiegel Transport successfully delivered a heavy cable load to an altitude of 1,950 meters near Schruns. Driving toward Hochach was more than a delivery. It was an adventure. A convoy of large trucks and support vehicles fought through steep roads and tight bends to reach Garfresha without damaging the cargo. That turn alone looked like a nightmare, but the teamwork made it possible. Tell us what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.